Very good evening, everyone. In the last lecture, we discussed the theory on modern portfolio theory, that is Harry Markowitz model. So Harry gave three concepts in his modern portfolio theory. One was he told us to diversify our amount. So he told us to invest all our amount into different types of activities. So that was the first point he told. Next point, he concentrated on the negative correlation between the stocks. So that is, if one type of security is giving, suppose if one type of security is giving you loss, means the other type of security should give you profit. So by seeing the relationship like this, the correlation, by seeing the correlation like this, you have to invest. The third point he focused was the risk and return concept. So in which type of securities we have to invest? We have to invest in those types of securities where there is minimum risk and there is high return. So which we have already discussed. So now let's discuss some illustration on Harry Markowitz model. So according to Harry, he is simply telling us to invest in the sorry for the voiceover. He's telling us to invest in the mutual funds. So, and he's also telling us to invest in the securities by calculating the returns and risk. So, how can we calculate our returns? The simple step one is we need to calculate the expected returns. So expected returns means, so whatever the percentage of profit one investor is expecting as the result of the investment, that is called as expected return. So suppose if we have invested in shares, so that company is promising you 30% of return on your amount invested. That is the expected return. You are expecting that at the end of the year that company will give you 30% of return on your amount invested. So that is the expectation from the investor's side. So that is expected returns. So first step is calculating the expected returns. So yesterday we have discussed various tools for choosing the investments under the HM model. In that, the first step I told you was the calculation of the mean, that is X bar, that is called as average. So that comes here. So how can we calculate the expected returns? Means expected return is also denoted by X bar or R bar. So R here means returns. So X bar equals sigma xn, sorry, here equals comes sigma xn equals xi into pxi. So here this I equals 1 represents the n number of values. So no need to confuse here. It is just for showing, it is just a symbol for showing that it can be from 1 to 100 and so on investments we can add. So that is I equals 1 or I equals 100%. So for one investment, you are doing one investment, till how many investments you will do, that all the investments you can add in the expected returns. So that is n number of values where I is equals to 1 or 100%. So this is the formula, that is xi into pxi. So let's take one example. You will understand. It is more easy for you. So the question is, calculate expected return by applying the adequate formula. So adequate formula, the suitable formula is this one for calculating the expected returns. So in the question they have given possible returns, that is the return promised by the company, and the probabilities of the return, that is you are calculating the chances. You are calculating the chances of getting this return. Suppose the company has promised 30% of return, means there are 0.10% that you will get that return. Suppose if the company is promising 40% return, means there is chances that there is 0.30 chances that you will get this 40% of return. So on, they have given the probabilities. So here in the formula, so x, this is the possible return, right? This is called as xi. Xi equals possible return, and this pxi equals possibility of returns. So p into xi, this is called as the possible returns. So possible returns 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70, and it is represented by xi. The possible returns, it is represented by xi. The probability of the return is represented by pxi. So we have copied all the possibilities, that is 0.10, 0.30, 0.40, 0.10 and 0.10. The next step is simply we have to multiply this two things. So 30 into 0.10 is 3, 40 into 0.30 is 12, 50 into 0.40 is 20, so on. 60 into 0.10 is 6, 70 into 0.10 is 7. So next step is we have to add all this, simply doing the average, that is calculating the mean. So this is 48. So our total expected returns is 48. So this is the first step in the Harry Markowitz model. So in this video we will only understand how to calculate the first one. In the next video we will take some complicated problems, complicated solutions. In that we will discuss the step number 2, that is calculating the standard deviation also. But for your simplicity, for your understanding, I have taken only expected return problems in this video. So let's take another example. So next question is also calculation of expected return from the following information. So here again they have given possible return, this is xi, and this is px. So here possible returns in the first year they are showing the minus values, means they are showing the losses. So for losses also the probability is 0.05, again for loss 0.10, again there is no loss, no profit, 0, again the chances is 0.10, 15 for 0.15, 20 0.25, 30 0.20 and 35 0.10. So simple, again take all the possible returns, all the probability of returns, and simply multiply this. 25 into 0.05 is 1.25. So as this is the minus value, put minusing figure here, because this is the highest value, right? We have to take the highest value sign. Next again this is the minus 10, 10 into 0.10 is 1, again this is the highest value, its sign we should take, that is minus 1. Next 0, if you are multiplying 0 with any value it will be 0 only. Next 15 into 0.15 it is 2.25, 20 into 0.25 it is 5, 30 into 0.20 is 6, and last is 35, 0.15, that is 5.25. So total is 16.25. So total expected returns the investor is expecting is 16.25. So So it is very simple. Simply we have to multiply the possible returns into the probability of possible returns, and we have to get the total, that is add. Hope you understood this problems, that is step number 1. In the next video we will take another type of solution. In that we will do the total, that is 2 steps of calculating the probabilities of the returns under HM model. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment box below. Thank you.